Exactly 1 year ago, NBC hosted its first ever Grand Prix in Road America, which Nanook got his first and only race victory till this date. Now, 1 year later, we're here in Annadara, Chris Carroll on pole since Miami last season. The race starts, the front two has an even start, there's carnage at the back though, Chris Carroll keeps his lead, and Outro and Rocket Race gets completely bumped out by the front runners. Now entering Hamish and MVXA gets past as Outro gets bumped by Hamish, I believe, but the front two stay as they were. MVXA getting 2 places from where he started. Rocket is now 4th, Outro, then Hamish, Ohio Cat, Comic, then Stinky, and finally Nanook is now our current order. These two have been neck and neck so far this lap, as towards turn 18, then turn 19, the fastest section of the track, Chris Carroll is keeping his lead, but Soda Soaker, despite missing on pole, is really putting the pressure on our race leader. Let's take a look at the run down towards turn 1 with this little kink after the start-finish line, as Soda Soaker makes the move on Chris Carroll. I think Chris Carroll gone wide in turn 1, and Soda Soaker now leads the race. Outro currently running in 5th place. He's been good in qualifying this season, but his race pace is just missing. He's really getting bumped out in the start as MVXA goes wide on the penultimate corner, and that gives Rocket Race P3, and now Rocket Race goes up to the podium places. Rocket on his first ever race in Season 3. His last appearance was Season 2. Outro tries to make the move on MVXA, but fails to do so as he's had to go off the racing line. Okay, so wait. Stinky hasn't made his pit stop. He's gone through the drive-through in the pit lane, but he hasn't made his pit stop. He has to go into the pit box and serve his pit stop. And he's going reverse, and I mean, he's lost at least 5 to 6 seconds on that. So we're now seeing Stinky Socks attempting to unlap himself from MVXA. He could be under pressure from Comic Quartz as Stinky gets bumped into the concrete. Comic gets bumped as well. Comic had a chance on overtaking Stinky for P7, but fails to do so. Rocket has messed up on the penultimate corner. Outro and Rocket are now nearly side by side, paddle to paddle. Let's take a look at the run towards turn 1. Outro has that straight line speed because of the momentum, which he could make a move. He goes to the inside and he fails though. But we've still got a few more corners as an overtaking zone. Outro is still looking for his chance on P2. I think I am sensing a pit stop, as yes, Outro does make his second and final pit stop. This could be an undercut attempt on Rocket Race. We'll see how it plays out. So Chris Carroll now starting his last 2 laps. He's going to have to make 2 pit stops. And we'll see if Soda Soaker manages to get ahead, as Stinky Socks has been stuck behind Ohio Cat for at least 60% of the race. He'll definitely be frustrated with that. We'll definitely see if he can overtake Ohio Cat. I have a bad feeling for Chris Carroll because a few backmarkers just gone past the pit exit, as Comic Quartz, being Chris Carroll's teammate, is now ahead of him and could be a bother, which he has bothered Chris Carroll. Comic Quartz bumped Chris Carroll, and that would definitely ruin his chances on getting the race victory. It's not good for Chris Carroll. Rocket Race and MVXA both completing pit stops. We'll see if Outro, who moments earlier tried to undercut, yes he does. Outro is ahead of both Rocket Race and Stinky Socks at the undercut. The strategy has worked for the Season 2 champion, the driver for light racing. Outro is now back up to the podium places, ahead of Rocket. We'll see if he can stay ahead of them though. Chris Carroll now, Soda Soaker has gone past Chris Carroll, and that's at least a 7-second lead. So Soda Soaker will comfortably win the Annadara Grand Prix, the 1-year anniversary. As you can see in the sidebar, he has an 8-second lead. Stinky Socks, literally, the entire race has been stuck behind Ohio Cat. I wonder how he hasn't passed him yet. I think the chance for P3 for Rocket Race is still definitely possible because he is only 1.45 seconds behind Outro, as oh no, Rocket Race messes up, and that should be P4 for Rocket and P5 for NVXA. Yeah, I believe Rocket got bumped by Hamish there. Yeah, it should be Hamish. So, wait, Soda Soaker and Chris Carroll's gap has decreased. What is this? Soda Soaker deliberately going slowly, and wait, Chris Carroll wins in Anadara. So, there has to be some kind of DRS effect, I believe, which gave Chris Carroll the win by 0.2 of a second. So Soda has just lost the win, right? Yeah, he has. Outro finishes in third, Rocket, then NVXA, fourth and fifth for them, and okay, it's just ignore this. So, anyway, Ohio Cab finishing in P6. What? Wait. So, yeah, anyway, Ohio Cat in P6, Stinky P7, and I believe Comic in P8. Wait, what? Okay, wait, Soda Soaker gave Chris Carroll the lead on purpose so he can press the button.